Hi, Leo. I hope you're doing amazing. Welcome to your next 48 tarot reading. I do want to remind you this is meant to pertain to the following 48-hour period for you, beginning around when you were guided or drawn to this reading, not just following when I post it, okay? So apply it as you may. But there will be an extended for this reading, which is new to this channel. Join me on Patreon. The first link is which will direct you to that. Horrible wording. The first link in the description box is for the extended. I was getting several messages for you before recording. One was about you wanting to help people or just being helpful, but the main one was Spirit was saying you're a star. You're a star. And then I started doing, what is it called, voguing. So I really feel like you're going to be putting oneself out there on social media, being a bit of a show for certain people. And I sense that it's going to be gaining you certain levels of abundance that is simply meant for you, okay? A show that people want to see is now what I'm hearing. It feels good to show off a bit, but then there's going to be moments when you're just not in the mood to show off, and so you just don't, okay? But I just feel this also benefits for that state of being, or just that that holding back. You could struggle to speak at certain points, but I even feel that that is inspiring or just likable, okay? So just embrace the happy side of you, all right? But just also allow for oneself to recognize that you're happier at this point along your journey than you once were, even if there's certain slip-ups or certain annoyances, certain details or imperfections, annoyances that take a highlight in your mind at certain points. But it's just like, wow, I didn't like that I said like. You're going to be a bit of a critic, you know, if I even said that correctly, when it comes to oneself. Let's slow it down, all right? Your journey, your path is taking a focus. Are you enjoying this journey? I feel like you are to a certain extent, but there's just a reminder that completion leads to happiness, and there will be one on the horizon, but it's not time yet. They're also drawing me to the fact that we have the number 1 card and the number 2 card, all right? Step by step, day by day, you'll get done what you need to, and I feel like you're implementing certain levels of strategy to see one's content go viral or just be more successful, or you're seeing oneself putting in levels of strategy as far as who to associate oneself with, or just how to navigate oneself through the days or through certain conversations, okay, or how to attract or manifest what you desire at this time. More strategic than people think, okay? There's a lot going on in your Leo mind, but all the meanwhile, you're feeling a bit tied up, okay, a bit restricted in one way, shape, or form. Let your mind be your best tool, okay? Don't overthink. We also have door to personal healing and happiness. Being drawn to this reading, you could definitely have healing energy, or you could feel as if you're being pushed to heal through levels of release, creating, developing, interacting, you name it, dancing, singing, music being key for the next 48 for you. But I also feel like the content you're drawn to watch, social media, TV shows, movies, that is purposeful. They just push my voice to echo, okay? I do feel like there's a focus on echoing in one way, shape, or form, but your voice being very, very important in the midst of this stardom that you're being prepared for, or just and or experiencing at this time, just kind of being in the spotlight in certain ways. I feel like there's body sensations as well taking place, twitches, as my eye was just twitching a bit, a focus on your looks. You're looking good, Leo. Just know that. And I feel like you do, but it's just, Spirit will remind you in moments when you need to get your mind off of something else, or when you just need to acknowledge the beauty that is just, you know, one with you at this time. I do feel like as well you're admiring other people's beauty, attraction, and just wanting to improve one's life in certain ways, okay? It's this continuous desire, hunger to improve your looks, right? Or just your overall well-being that is going to leave you feeling happier by the end of the 48-hour period, if I could even speak in this reading. But it's also going to enhance your glow. This is how people are viewing you, as a goddess of the moon, okay? So your connection to the moon taking a focus, being relevant. Okay, I can't stop thinking about is what I just heard. And that may not have to do with the moon. It could, you know, for you individually, but there's something you can't stop thinking about, or somebody. And I do feel as if you're very in touch with your feminine side, with the goddess card coming out. But male or female, you're glowing. You're being viewed as someone of an who's very spiritually connected, someone who's very angelic, someone who has it going on, who just is very attractive once again. Keeps coming up in your readings. Your hair will take a focus. Your hair. All right. Let's move on to the tarot part of the reading. We also have the garden and the gate. I feel like, and I saw it in the upside down position. Oh my God, if I could speak. I saw it in the reverse position. I feel as if there's an opportunity that you wish to acquire moving forward, but you have yet to experience it, or it just isn't the right time, whether you think so or not. All right. You will manifest that opportunity when the time is right. Let's move on to the light seers. I feel like some drawn to this reading are heavily spiritually messed with, and that's partially why I am struggling to speak. Okay, a Mercury retrograde kind of feeling in the next 48 at certain points. Just take a deep breath. Whatever you're experiencing in the next 48, certain struggles, difficulties, obstacles to overcome, even certain levels of success and accomplishing, the Spirit's saying you've been prepared for this at certain other points along your path, other chapters. So know that you have the innate ability within you to overcome, to accomplish, to succeed, to make your way through. All right. It's this focus in the next 48 in certain ways that you're releasing or have already released an old version of oneself. You aren't who you used to be, right? And through that, I feel like you're becoming more honest with oneself, right? In regards to what needs to be improved, in regards to who and what actually resonates with you at this point along your path, or just is healthy for you, okay? As far as association goes, your energy is very valuable, and that's taking a focus. And as we started talking about this card, I'm getting goosebumps on my entire body, but I do feel as if I heard the message, a tingle. I'm speaking a lot easier. Okay, it's this feeling that you're entering a state of ease, okay, a chapter of ease, or in the continuation of just that. It's like you don't need to force it because in the past you did and it didn't work to your advantage. Does that make sense? But your honesty with oneself and with others is taking a highlight, okay? We will highlight, if you look at where the ring of light is, we'll highlight an old version of you for a sake of realization as far as how, in regards to how far you've come. Let's just put it that way, all right? You need to remember that you have some healing that still needs to be done, but you need to keep the hope alive because you've come so damn far, all right? And I feel like for some of you, having that healing energy or just being very empathic, or both, there's a lot of healing that needs to take place on a continuous day-to-day basis, and you need to remember that, okay? And even on top of that, if you're spiritually messed with or just spoken through at times when you don't want to by spirit, that also is going to lead you towards a need for more healing, okay? Or just moments where you have to catch your breath, okay? Yeah, the Six of Cups, a lot of memories, a very nostalgic next 48. You could even find oneself stumbling upon old pictures, videos, social media content, family remembrance taking place, old pets. Very interesting. We'll also remind you of a past chapter or past situation that was sort of similar to what you're dealing with now, or just has a purpose to come back to your memory where you were feeling quite tied up, okay? But don't linger in those emotions that come to be because of which, or don't linger in those memories too long. Take what you need from it, right, or what's meant to come to be from it, and let's move right back to the present day situation, because there's a lot to experience and a lot to be happy about, okay? Because I feel like there are certain emotions underneath it all that you're coping with, dealing with, or that you're reminded of from the past. Yeah, I feel like you are much better at dealing with your emotions, with your healing process than you once were, and so you need to realize how far you've come in that sense as well. Look, the Sun card again in the Hierophant. You've changed, you've grown, and I feel like you're being reminded on so many levels that the changes when it comes to you on a soul level, when it comes to releasing an old version of yourself, your outer, experience, appearance, when it comes to, who and what you associate oneself with, even the changes you've made in your life as far as a move of residence or change in career, stuff of that nature, it all is making you feel a lot happier, even if certain emotions come to be from time to time. even if you just still realize there's more change on the horizon or you have to still keep making adjustments, it's making you happier, okay? And I feel like, yes, the moon takes a highlight, but also your connection to the sun, right? I mean, you are a Leo. We are a Leo, okay? We are Leo. So I feel like there's this kind of pride that comes over you at a certain point for being a Leo, or for having that in your chart, for being strong, for overcoming so much, okay? And still having the ability to do so, and for just continuously being honest and willing to improve and being an inspiration due to just that. But I also just feel as if, okay, a connection to a community will take a highlight, or multiple communities. And I sense that you are just one inspirational individual, okay? Your path will expand moving forward, and so you need to realize that. But do bask in those moments of peace and solitude, in moments where you're realizing things are working out better than you ever expected, all right? So I hope this was truly helpful. I am sending you so much love and light. Don't forget to check out the extended, which is the first link down below. Go enjoy your next 48, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Leo.